Good day, traders. This is Rick with your Futures Trading Coach After Market Update for the live trading alert call room. Today's Tuesday, July 25th, and I'm going to let you guys know what we did today. Moving from left to right, I'm going to go through the trades. We had 6 trades today, no losing trades. Some didn't go as far as others, but we got what we were looking for, and we understood why some of them might not go as far, given where the market was and how we were able to get in to the trade. Now, first trade from left to right was gold. Just going to let everybody know, I told everybody there was a big move down. We were going to get into this trade up as high as possible off of this retracement to see if they could get down, stay below the 1250s, which they never did, and get lower when that did not happen here. And they ended up coming up again. We got a little tight with things. The trade made, we were short on an RS trade, made up to about 10 ticks or so, 10, 11, 12 ticks, and that was that. No follow through, and we knew why. There was another trade going on as well at the same time. You'll see in crude that made a lot better on the NASDAQ. We had an understanding trade on the NASDAQ. That was at, I'll give you the price. That was at 857 candle here. Actually, this one here, 57 candle. No, I'm sorry, here. That was at 59.31 quarter. 59.31 quarter. And that trade made 15 to 20 ticks. Almost 20 ticks, 19 ticks. And again, told everybody that it was going to have a little bit of a hard time up here. And if it could not get higher, that was going to be it. So we moved our stop up. And that made some. Then when the market came back down, we had a beautiful RS trade, which was really nice. 59.29. 59.29. And that trade made from 29. I did have a target at 21 quarter. Told everybody 21 quarter was going to be hard to get through, especially without the ES breaking down, which it did not. But we were able to yield about 30 ticks on that trade. 30 ticks on that trade. When it couldn't get lower, we got that doji come. I said be very careful with any runners, and that was a couple nice trades there. Then in crude oil, we tried a couple trades. We tried a short and a long. The short, I told everybody that we're going to have to get below the 10s. We did get short around 47.22, 47.23. That was in the 909 candle. Here, trade made down. It made up to 10 ticks. It did not get below. Okay, I drew this box here the whole time. Told everybody it's got to get below and stay below. When came back up, came back down, said you got to give it room. When it failed right here, told everybody that you got to be careful. Had what we was called a ZL there, and it just was, the ZL might take hold of the upside, in which case we would look to get long. That's exactly what happened. So up to 10 ticks on that trade. Market came back up. We had a beautiful understanding trade at 47.40, and again, I had my target at 81. I told everybody that's where I was going to get out. We did have a little bit of a hiccup at 74. I had a double band of resistance. Said it might go up to 81. I said it might even push into the 90s, but I was not going to, play with it. Move my stop way up here. Okay. Said I'm either going to get 20, 25 ticks, or I'm going to get to 81. That tagged exactly. Those who didn't take it or didn't have their targets ready, I said it might give it another shot. So stay in the trade if you can. That's exactly what we did. Stop there at 60 from 40, trailing. And again, it hit it there. It actually went a little bit higher. It did go into the 90s. I was not in the trade. It was after the room closed. Some people said they were going to stay to try to get 81 or higher. But again, for the room, we'll say about 41 ticks max. Did go higher, like I said. But we'll call that what we call it. And then we had a really, really cool trade in the ES today, right at the open, right before the market opened. I came on, told everybody about this trade. This was a death candle / playground trade. It was a beautiful, beautiful trade. And we shorted there up as high as 78, 77, 75, 77.50. Some people had it on the lower end. and that trade made from 78 all the way down to our target. Again, I was screaming this number 4 or 5 times, put the circle there as we were moving down, and 250 to 3 was my target. That's exactly where it went. In fact, it never, closed right in the target, and that was it. We had what was called a material change in the marketplace. Market came up. Told everybody that we did have lower trades, lower targets if it was to get down here quick, but when it took all this time, went sideways here, took too much time. It didn't make it after the news, and this held. Said likely the ZL is going to now pick up and go up. Didn't know how high, but that was it. That's what that trade. But that trade yielded from as high as 775.8, 750. Again, some people got in a tick worse or whatever, all the way down, and that was almost 5 points in the trade. 5 points and up to 5 points in the trade, and a beautiful trade. So we are going to come back tomorrow and do it all over again. Until then, everybody have a great day, and see you tomorrow, trader.